So what's up guys, I'm sure you are eagerly waiting to get the answers for test number 9. And in test number 9 I gave you this chart with Scorpio ascendant, with Jupiter and Rahu in the second house and Ketu in the 8th house, and that's all I gave you, no other planets, keeping it simple for right now. And I gave you the degrees too, where Jupiter was at 15 degrees Sagittarius, Rahu was at 14.2 degrees Sagittarius, and obviously Ketu was also at 14.2 degrees Gemini. So when I asked you if this person went through a Jupiter Dasha, how will that Dasha will be? And apparently all of you have been watching my videos. This person's Dasha is going to be very flat. Like, he will not experience a sudden rise and sudden fall. He will not experience like his life going upwards. It'll just be like flat. No matter what he does, and the little ups and downs that he feels, it'll all be flattened out. Because as I told you, Jupiter is out there controlling Rahu. Jupiter is giving his good qualities to Rahu because he's apparently sitting with him in the same apartment. Think of it like an apartment where you have a PhD scholar and then you have an ex-con living in the same apartment. And the PhD, the educated guy, will try to instill some values in him that, bro, don't do drugs. Hey, don't curse at people. Hey, don't cheat and steal, okay? This is what life is. And little by little, he's trying to instill some values into Rahu, where Rahu is out there to, just create malice, okay? So what happens is Jupiter ends up controlling Rahu. And so in Jupiter Dasha, Jupiter is controlling Rahu, and so he's not able to give you the fruits of the results that you're supposed to get. And then second, Jupiter is in a Marka house, okay? Marka, M-A-R-K-A, meaning that it's a death-inflicting house, which is 2, 7, and 8. Okay, so when Jupiter is in the Marka house, it usually doesn't do too well, even if it was alone, because it's a death-inflicting house. That means he is now responsible for bringing end to certain things. Doesn't mean you're gonna be dying. No, it's just he's gonna bring end. He becomes responsible for, bringing things to their final destination. Okay, but however, if it's in Sagittarius, it would be a bit better than being flat. But since Rahu is there, it's definitely going to be flat. And if you were to look at this person's Rahu Dasha, he would have had a worse time in the Rahu Dasha. Lack of education, being in the wrong crowd, a lot of disturbance in the family. And when Jupiter Dasha, what happens? The family disturbance nullifies, because now Jupiter is activated. Jupiter is like, hey, control yourself, because it's my time. But in controlling himself, the family relations will not go up high. It'll just be flattened out. There's nothing good and nothing bad, but there's a little bit of friction, which is being controlled by Jupiter. So, however, this person can make a good researcher. He can become somebody who goes out and digs things and brings them to life, and hey, this is what this is. Because this person is not a follower of strict, religious rules or society rules. This person is going to question a lot. Hey, why is it that I have to do this that you're telling me to do? It doesn't make sense. You are just a slave to the society. They're going to say that, and they're going to be like, okay, let me just actually find out if what everybody's following, is it the right way to do it or no? And then they will come out with, some sort of a conclusion that, no, this is not the right way, or this is the right way. So there's never good or bad. There's never just bad or never just good combinations in astrology. So there's always something good and something bad. So even though this person nature is becoming very, like a rebel in the family, being the, the black sheep of the family, however, this person is going to be one of those natural, out of the box thinkers. You say, what, you guys can just be the sheep crowd. I'm going to be the wolf, and I'm going to go my way, and I'm just, going to find my own destiny. So it kind of becomes good or bad. But remember also, these dashas, the Jupiter dasha can be good if Rahu was not so closely in conjunction with Jupiter. If Rahu and Jupiter were at least 6 degrees apart or more, Jupiter would give a lot better results than Rahu, because it's like Rahu and Jupiter are in the same room, in the same apartment, sharing a room. That's really more disturbing than Jupiter having his own room in the same house and Rahu having his own room in the same house. See how, once you think of this way, it makes a lot of sense. So if Rahu had his own room separate, doing his own thing, fine, go do it. I have my own private world. At least I can study and I can do my things. But when they're in such a close degree, that means they have to share the room. It really becomes a very disturbing relationship. Okay, so guys, this was my answer to the test number 9. I'll be back next week, or the beautiful Shal will come next week and give you another test. So I hope you had a good time learning this. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe above, because you're going to be learning all the good stuff here. And if you want to know more about astrology, check out my book at the link below, Astrology at the Speed of Light, my articles, and hopefully they'll enlighten you just a little bit. And if they haven't enlightened you just a little bit, I've done my job. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.